Yes, there is. And so I am taking this little station break just as I bring up my the message that God would have for us and everything this morning. And I just wanted to let you know, my brothers and sisters, you know, if you're not a Bible scholar, get ready to go to school today in the name of Jesus. Hey, listen, let's go. We're going to look in the book of Luke. We're going to be in the book of Luke. There's a couple of scriptures in there that I'm going to reference right at the beginning, and then there's some more things that we'll get into as we go along. You know, one of the greatest things that I love doing more than anything, and I know that God has purposed me to do such a thing, is I love the fact that I can go out and I can teach. And I always say, Lord, I thank you for allowing me to teach your word. Yeah. Not just to preach it, but also to teach it. Because when you get taught something, then you go away and you own it. You have some ownership to what you have been taught. So Luke, the 2nd chapter, verse 46 through 49. Very familiar. And then we're going to go to Luke, the 10th chapter, verse 30. Two very familiar scriptures. Very, very, very familiar. Not new to any of us that are Bible readers, okay? Have you found Luke, the 2nd chapter, verse 46? When you found it, stand to your feet and say amen. Amen. So let's read together. I'll say I'm reading from the King James Version. You may be reading from some other one, but come along with us as we take this journey. And it says, and it came to pass that after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors, on hearing him and asking him questions. Hallelujah. And and when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou dealt with us? Yes. Behold, thy father and I sought thee sorrow. And 49. And he said unto them, How is it? Wish ye not that I must be about my Father's business? Be about my Father's business. Yes. And let's go to Luke 10, verse 30. Luke 10, verse 30. I believe that's verse 30. Verse 30. Verse 30, and it says, and Jesus answered. Now this is the parable of the Good Samaritan. And Jesus answered, meaning that the lawyer was asking him some questions. And he says, a certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho. Amen. So he went down from Jerusalem to Jericho. He either had to go on a path, he had to either go on a road, or he had to go on by air or by train or by bus. But in that time, you know, he was probably either walking or riding a camel. But we know this man was walking. It says, and a certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho, and he fell among thieves, which stripped him of his raiment and wounded him, and departed, leaving him half dead. Now you know the rest of the story. You can go ahead and take a seat. As you sit down, turn to your neighbors and say, what's up with that? Yeah, what's up with that? Yeah, and God, you know, is so good. He allows us to peep into certain things. But in order to peep into certain things, you know, we got to be on the road again about the Father's business. We must be on the road again of getting down to business. Of getting down to business. And, you know, many of you, my brothers and sisters, drive, you know, and you travel, and you do a lot of traveling all the time. And while you are traveling, you know what your destination may be. And while you're traveling, there are signs all along the road. There are signs all the time telling you which direction you need to go. You know, turn here and turn there. Well, my brothers and sisters, I'm not going to talk to you about every road sign out there. I'm going to talk to you about the road signs out there. I'm going to talk to you about the one that says yield. And this yield thing stuck to me because every day, I'm going to get back to it. And I'm going to talk to you about the yield sign. I'm going to talk to you about an old sign, which was a telephone sign. Yeah, you know, we got these cell phones now, so you know we don't have to use the telephone when we're traveling on the highways and byways. We just use it right there in the car. And then the last sign that I want to talk to you about is no parking. Yeah, no parking. So we're going to talk about yield, we're going to talk about the telephone sign, and we're going to talk about no parking. Now this yield sign, this yield sign, what sticks into me every day when I leave work, you know, and I got the scriptures playing, or either I got Kurt Blanker playing up in the truck, and I'm riding along, and I'm getting ready to get on I-35, and just to my right, there is another on-ramp that connects to the ramp that I'm on, but I have, of course, the right-of-way, and there's a sign there that says yield. But you know, some people, they don't yield, they just go straight through the wall like that. You know, and me, you know, being myself, you know, sometimes I just get upset because I go like, man, that guy could hit me, he could have did this, he could have did that, the whole 9 yards and stuff. But, you know, of lately, I just simply went ahead and gave them that space. Just go ahead, okay, you go ahead on, because you must be in a serious hurry. So my brothers and sisters, when we're driving on the highways and the byways, we get quite familiar with different signs. So this yield sign, these signs are put out there so to allow us to navigate safely from our current destination to the place that we're going. It allows us to navigate safely and allows us to share the road, because why? Nobody just owns the road. You know, it's the same thing with Jesus. Now, no one person owns Jesus. So ain't you just sitting there thinking that he done just all that just for you and he ain't do it for nobody else. You know that God is here and there and he's everywhere at the same time. But however, anytime an individual breaks those rules or goes against the information that's provided, what happens? We get into what we call an accident. If we don't get into an accident, then we get pulled over by law enforcement, you know, the police, the sheriff, you know, the state trooper, the po-po, you know, however it is you want, the cop, you know, the man, you know, you get pulled over and sometimes you get written up and you receive a citation. When you receive that citation, you have to go out and you have to go to your bank account and you have to pay some money, because why? You have broken a rule. Well, on this journey called life, as we travel the path to God's will for us, we will encounter some opportunities that will lead us off in the wrong direction. How do you know that you get you'll get led off in the wrong direction? My brothers and sisters, do you recall that there was a meeting in the throne room? God was meeting with all the angels, and he turned and looked at who was there. And Satan was there. And he said, Satan, where have you been? He said, I've been going to and fro, seeking whom I may devour. Yes, indeed. So anytime you're out there and you're on that road called life, things happen. Jericho, things happen because why? Because Satan is always there. Now, he may not be there. He may not show up. Don't get me wrong. He may not show up in a red suit. No, he ain't gonna show up in a red suit and stuff. He'd probably show up in a nice three-piece suit. Okay, anybody got a three-piece suit on? Yeah, I'm talking about you. No, listen. You know, he might show up, he might have on, you know, some good smelling cologne or something of that nature and stuff. But maybe he may show up with a big bang. But I want to tell you, my brothers and sisters, even if he shows up, God said, remember that God maketh a way for us to escape. No matter what we're going through, God has a plan for us to escape without a doubt and stuff. So while we're traveling, we have, again, these signposts. There's a signpost up ahead. Some of you all may have watched the Twilight Zone back in the days, and Rod Stewart said, look, there's a signpost up ahead. You just stepped into the Twilight Zone. But listen, this ain't the Twilight Zone we're in. We're in life. Remember that yield sign, that telephone sign, and that no parking sign. The yield sign, what does that mean? Well, perhaps this is the most important sign of them all on the way to God's will. Yes, it is the yield sign. One of the reasons why people are not able to find God's will for them is because they have that attitude that suggests, Lord, show me what you want me to do so I can decide if I want to do it. Hello, somebody. Yeah, so I can decide if I want to. Well, you say, well, I don't do that. Come on, tell the truth, Tell the truth and shame the devil. Listen, I'm going to call a quick witness to the stand and stuff. Come on up here, Brother Jonah. Didn't I tell you to go someplace and you decide, well, I ain't going there. No, I ain't going to go there and stuff. Didn't I tell you to do this? When in Sunday school we were talking and stuff, and the brother brought it up and stuff and says, you know what? Mama would tell us to do this, and we would go do that. So tell the truth. That you don't always